The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Thursday, 1 p.m. Central Time. That can mean one thing and one thing only. It's time for your favorite show. You're looking live at Tostitos, an active Tostitos Championship Plaza today. There's 4 people out there. You know why? It's outside of Ford Center at the Star in Frisco. Why? But it's active because it is beautiful.
It is
79 degrees. The high is 83. The low is 59.
3 Pumps is not here today.
I know. We're going to need some help.
I don't know where my boy is at, but wherever he's at, I'm hoping he's humping.
Humping and pumping.
Humping and pumping. He is Nate Newton. This is Shannon Gross. Yes. In the back, keeping us live and local, is Chris Beam. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of the Braille people. Feel us.
Yes, they do.
When we speak.
Brought to you each and every day by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
No more Brandon Cook.
I know, we got to do something else next year.
No, we'll figure it out. We're going to need some help today, fellas.
What happened?
Kurt's not here. So I'm going to need y'all to actually talk and fill the show up.
Hold on. You
Wait.
Hold on, man.
One, you say it as if I'm not sitting here, and then 2, you say it as if my boy Kurt actually gives you more than 3.
You know what's so great about this show? I mean, there's a lot of great things. Let's be honest. It's the number one most viewed, listened to, awarded show. But everyone knows who they are and what they are on this show, and everyone, right, wrong, exactly, right, wrong, or indifferent. We know who we are. We're comfortable in our own skin.
Absolutely.
Some people are in denial. We are not.
I'm not.
I am not either.
I tell you what, man. We signed one more guy that has been.
Tell us about him, Nate. What's his name? I want to hear this one.
Sadiq Charles.
Sadiq.
Okay, Sadiq Charles. Okay.
Tell us about him.
He didn't play last year. Jesse,
he retired.
Okay, he retired last year. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
When you retire from a team, and don't you have to go back to that team?
So he reached out to Tennessee about coming back. And Tennessee, but he asked for his release. Okay. And Tennessee granted him his release. So that's how he came back from retirement and was granted his release. Okay. And he was supposed to be projected to be the starter last year, coming like in training camps when he retired. But he was projected to be their starter last year. And then prior to that, he was in Washington, 4 years in Washington, I believe. Was a 4th-round pick out of LSU. Go Tigers. And the word that I was hearing was that he retired.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
There you go.
That he was dealing with some mental health stuff, and now I guess he's cured or managing it
better,
or the wrench do. One or the other. One.
Maybe all the above.
Maybe all the above. Maybe all the above is for Sadiq Charles, but it's another guard that you put back in the mix for. The one thing I will say is, while it isn't high end quality, it's still shopping in the clearance section. Mm-hmm. There will be some level of competition amongst the offensive linemen.
Okay. Not
named Tyler Smith.
Competition's good.
Because Tyler Smith, he walks in day one, and he says, the rest of you bums, get on my level, because I'm the pro here. Okay? I'm the guy who doesn't have to worry about his job. And then you could say Cooper Beebe is the next guy in line that's kind of got a really good solidified spot. They want to keep him at that center position.
Think about what you just said. Tyler Smith, what, year 3? Is this 3?
4.
He's the man now.
Yeah.
And he was in a room
with men,
with 2 Hall of Fame guys.
Yep.
And in 4 years, and then you just said Cooper Beebe in what, 2 years?
Just year 2 it'll be year 2.
Yeah. Is the next guy
Potentially.
And you'd say he's our best offensive lineman, correct?
Tyler?
Yes.
Not
Hands
even,
down,
hands
right?
down.
Okay.
Not even close.
Remember when we drafted and what everybody said?
Yeah.
It was like,
He had a
this
whole-
guy
he had a holding problem.
Yeah,
holding
tackle.
problem.
Now
Technique
listen,
was
if
terrible.
Tackle,
if he would have
he's not
stayed
any
at,
good.
if he would stay that tackle, we may be
That's
having
all
a different
pro now.
conversation.
How important do you think that was that they moved him? Because Chris,
that
that's a
he
great-
realized that he should stay there. That's more important. That's more important.
I mean, he played tackle his rookie year, if you remember that.
Yes, he played tackle in spots, but
Yeah.
he is a mauler, and he still have hand problems. But they will let you play a little bit more inside than they will when it's obvious outside.
Is that just because you're in traffic and
Yeah, you're in
can hide it
traffic.
a
You're
little
always
better?
banging. That's right. Everything's up close and very quick.
And they give you a little more leeway because you can
You're tangling. Yeah, you
and you just don't see this arm come out when you're on the outside.
That's right. So I but one thing we said about him his rookie year, but we also allowed him to grow. Okay, will we see that jump with Oklahoma's finest? So
The difference is, though, I said I'm going to be positive about Tyler Guyton because it's a new year. Let's try to hold some hope out.
Are you gonna be that way about the whole team and the coaching staff and ownership and everything?
he probably thought about he gave the man 6 months to keep his job last week.
Right? Have you reset from that position last week, or is he still on a 6-month leash?
Who?
Coach.
Yeah, coach.
Year and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
Year and a half.
He's already got half a year. He'll already have the half year.
He got a year and a half.
He got a year.
He got a year.
One
and a half.
season. Okay.
He got.
Seeing if you
one
wanted to
season.
walk it back, but you're good.
No. I'm sticking.
Okay.
I'm sticking to that.
But we're being positive about it.
About Tyler.
Oh.
About Tyler.
Okay.
Guyton.
All right.
I'm gonna give him a chance to take a step back, to see his flaws and his faults, and hopefully go and get the training and the coaching that he needs, and see what he brings this training camp. Now, I'm not saying I'm staying positive all the way through. I'm saying I'm gonna give him a chance to see if he can right those wrongs. I'm gonna give him a chance. The leash is not very long for me, and it doesn't. People will say, "Judge, it doesn't matter what you." I have the mic. I'm speaking into the mic, so in this point in time, it matters.
It does.
So I'm gonna give him a little bit of training camp leash, but there has to be. He has to take his jump for me for Tyler Guyton has to be so big in the sense he has to go from being down in the dumps to get back to being at least average. I'm not saying he has to be Tyler Smith. I'm not saying he has to be a Pro Bowl. Would be nice. Would be a luxury to get back to a place where your left side of the line you feel like is Pro Bowl caliber players. If you can go above average to really good at BB, to really good, really good at left guard, and then being above average to really good at left tackle, we cooking with fish grease now. Because now I could do some things with that. Now I feel a little better. My blind side's protected. You know, a part of my middle interior is protected. I can scheme around and do some other things on the other side with that. You know, the Cowboys have been spoiled with riches at offensive line, so you want everybody to be Philadelphia or Detroit, and that was us. That was the Cowboys for a good stretch when you had Tyron and Ron Leary and Fredericks and Martin.
Just couldn't miss.
You know, you had just a wealth of spoils, and so yeah. But you know, back to the Sadiq Charles, another guy that they'll bring in that'll compete. They'll compete with T.J. Bass and Brock Hoffman and who else they brought in? They brought in the other kid, Dakota Shepley, and you still got Awesome Richards that be out there at the tackle spot. So you'll have some competition heading into training camp.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
If one of these young guys walks up to you, even an older guy, walks up to you in the training table and they see you and they walk up and they say, Coach Nate, I would really love for you to spend some time with me. I need some help on my footwork. I need some help on my technique. Do you have time to help me out with this? Would you have the time to help the gentleman out?
Yes, the first thing I'll do is go to the offensive line coach and see what techniques he like working, what stuff he like doing. I think the big flaw, and I know the big flaw with guys such as myself versus coaches that are coaching now is what worked for me and the techniques that work for me and the style may not be who this kid is. And may not, more importantly, may not line up with what this coach teach. So I got to find out what this coach is teaching, how he's teaching it. And then, now the basic punch and all of that, that's the same. Some coaches like to come from inside. Some like to have the thumbs in. So, little things like that don't matter. It's what your feet can do. So I would like to get into some of the things that the coach would like to do and then see how it fits this kid and then let him find out who he is. Now, what happened to this kid last year, Guyton, was once he lost confidence after the third game, once he lost confidence, he was beat. He was beat every time he lined up. So I think his thing is more mental. Can he fight the demons of last year and forget those demons and come out? Because he got feet. We talked about that all offseason last year. I said, the kid got feet, y'all. But he still got to work on his punching. He got to work on his aiming. He got to work on his strength. And I don't know how, at that point, I didn't know how his confidence was. And I was trying to tell everybody, just hold your horses. Y'all think Micah Parsons bringing Micah Parsons, the game that Micah Parsons bring during the season, you think he's bringing it out here in training camp? No, he's not. Even though he's better than the average guy. When I'm half speed, I still can't beat Jesse when he half speed because Jesse's a better athlete. So what everybody was saying last year for this kid was wrong in training camp. And then he missed some great work. Both times we went against the Ram, he missed, some great work because he was sick or this hill was wrong. So, and I know what you asked me, would I help? I'd be glad to help a guy, but to me, it's more than me just going out there trying to show him the way I see a 3 technique, the way he see a 3 technique. I do know this right here. What we need to quit teaching our kids is the short set. The short set to get you beat quicker than anything because you don't understand what you're looking at. You think because a guy closer, you can jump on him. You can jump on him right quick. Like, you still got to come with your hands. You still got to have your feet in the right position because there's other moves that he can make. That short set, I hate it. Teach the kid to set proper 1,000 times and then let the short set be like your curveball. You got to have a fastball. You got to have a fastball. Then that curveball looks way out of line. It messes you up real bad and you can't hit it. But if you just all straight curveball all the time, it don't work.
Would more of your work be hands-on,
feet,
or would it be?
It got to be feet,
or would it be video?
No, it got to be. I want to go out there.
So you be
and they can tape
physically.
it. Yeah, I want to go out there. That's how I learned. Mm-hmm. I looked at the film, but mostly I had to work. I was a guy that had to line up.
Had to do it.
Yeah, I was that type of guy, and that is the easiest way for me to learn. I don't know if most guys can look like Stepnoski just could just tell me what the play is and I'm gonna be all right. I was like, we got to go out here and work on this, So, but back to what you were saying, yeah, I would be glad to help a guy as long as it lines up with what that coach is trying to teach. We was maulers. We were not all this zone blocking and did it. If Jesse lined up, I got Jesse. Can Jesse hold up for 4 quarters against me? Unless he was Jerome Brown. Right. Then I had the center coming with me.
All right, good stuff, fellas. Let's take our first break. When we come back, more football. Let's talk the draft. Do any of us feel good about any particular position on this team? When we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole made with real Hass avocados will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Hey, Cowboys fans, a 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How about them Cowboys? Or how about them Tyson Cowboys Nuggets? As we cheer for the stars on the field, we love that we've also got some stars on our plate, thanks to Tyson brand star-shaped Cowboys Nuggets. That, along with all our other favorite Tyson Foods products, sure make game day special. Score some delicious Tyson Cowboys Nuggets and become a game day star, just like our Cowboys. As you enjoy your stars on and off the plate, remember, tailgates and game day have always been Tyson.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hangin' with the Boys, brought to you each and every day, this second segment by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Get on down to Pump 8 at 7-Eleven because there's a $5,000 winner every single day. Shop with 7 rewards, then play the in-app game for a chance to win $5,000 in cash. New daily cash winners only at 7-Eleven. Are you next? No purchase necessary. Ends 1/6/2026. U.S. and D.C. Ages 16 and older. For full official rules and free gameplay, go to 5k-a-day.com/rules. There we go.
Oh, big gulps, huh?
Big gulps. All right, fellas. The draft's right around the corner. I know this is not the draft show, nor do we claim to be the draft show.
Even our draft show don't be right.
Take a shot.
Wow.
No, I'm not taking a shot. It's just
Shot.
no. It's like we go through season after season after season, and we can all try to project who is the best fit, what we like. Like you just asked, what position do we like? I mean, I know what we should want and like. Because I watch Philadelphia and I watch the Washington Commanders. I know what we should like, but in the real world, that ain't what everybody else like. So
where do you feel good? We'll let you go first. Where do you feel like, okay, I'm good if we don't address this position in the draft at all? We can just add some free agents or some people.
No.
We can pick some. Do you?
I think that was the wrong question.
Is there any position? Where's
okay. Oh, yes, it is.
Any
we don't need a kicker and we don't need a punt return.
There you go. Game over. That's it. That's all I need to know. Is there anywhere you feel good? All right, what's your least? Because I think none of us would say, I feel good everywhere. Like even quarterback. Like,
right.
I think you should probably try to pick up a quarterback somewhere, right?
They got Joe Milton.
I'm not upset. The more I look at that and the more I talk to my buddy that's a huge Patriots fan and follows all that stuff, he was kind of upset that they let him go for what little they did. You said the Cowboys finally got a good deal. He said everybody in New England's kind of pissed because they did let him go for such a good deal because he wanted to come here. So, that's he says he's...
Yeah, they could have got more elsewhere, but Joe had requested because his family's big Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
So his mom was a big Cowboy fan, and so he requested to come to Dallas. And
good for them to do the right thing by the player.
Yeah.
So, all right, where do you feel they need to address the least outside of kicker and returner?
ooh,
That's a
Like
good
where
one now.
where would you
That's a good-
address
the least?
Yeah. Because I think we would all say you need help everywhere,
You do need help.
even if it's just depth, right?
I would say edge. I would say edge.
Fowler.
You got Micah, Fowler, Williams, Nealon.
Then Nealon, yeah.
Okay.
Even though Nealon can be a 3 too, huh? It's only in pass rush situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's it.
And I would say, and again, would not be mad if they got another pass rusher. Because, like, the names that I just named, Fowler could be a pass rusher, but Micah is the primarily of the group. Sam Williams, we're still trying to figure out what Sam is,
And can he stay on the field
right,
for
between
whatever
the injuries
reason?
and then between sometimes the bonehead penalties. We know what Nealon is in the run-stopping game, but not really much a pass rusher. But
that's it.
That's it. I mean, I would be cheating by saying quarterback, right? But
yeah. So would you be – is there a position in the first round that you would be upset that they took?
Running back.
Even if it was
Running
Genty?
back.
So you had no running back in the first round. Give me anything else?
The question, and I think I speak for Jesse on this, and the most recent guy is he Barkley? Is he Barkley?
That once every 10 year
and if
guy,
you're
right?
talking about wait and see, we that's too big of a risk. I'm with you, Jess. Yeah. Everybody keep talking about running back. Oh, he's that guy. He's that guy. For real? Would you bet your life on it? Man, go get your offensive lineman.
Would Kurt, this is a writing question from Kurt. If the tight end, Tyler Warren from Penn State, is the best player available at number 12, would you pick him?
No.
You trade back?
I trade back.
Or take somebody else?
If we get to 12 and Tyler Warren is our best player available, we've done something wrong.
Something terribly wrong.
Something wrong.
Something of us is
something ain't right. Something's not right. Something shifted and twisted. You don't take Tyler Warren. We're talking about positional value.
It's like they done took every offensive lineman known to man, and people done got multiple picks before they got to us.
So you'd be upset if they went running back or tight end in the first round?
I would.
Those would be your two.
Yeah. Don't play around.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get it. And I don't know if they would get it running back the ball that much. I don't know this new guy, but that's asking a lot.
Would you move?
I would take a running back in the first round.
You would?
Of course.
Which one?
Well, if he's there.
There's only one that you would take?
Yeah.
That's the guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he better be on the field. I mean, every time Dak run out there, he better be running out there.
He's the man. But he was probably – I mean, people thinking that Oakland's
at 6.
Vegas, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Vegas at 6.
But what on the draft show we talked about it today is Jacksonville could be sneaky getting in there and getting to that too. So
Jacksonville, I talked about this on my show. When it comes to Jacksonville is going to shake this draft up.
That's true.
They're going to make.
They're very quiet right now.
They're going to shake
know
this
who's
draft
visiting
up.
them.
They're going to, and the thing that I said was about, because I know everybody's like putting Tetairoa McMillan, the receiver from Arizona, to the Cowboys, and I said, like, if you look at who Liam Cohen is and where he's coming from, they have Brian Thomas Jr. there. He came from a place where they had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin with Baker Mayfield. I wouldn't be shocked if you go Brian Thomas, because you want to make the pick of Trevor Lawrence finally work, like really, really work. You take a Tetairoa McMillan in the first round at that pick. And now you pair two really big-time wide receivers, or at least one big-time wide receiver, and then another receiver who has the potential to give you that. And it looks a lot like the receiving package that he had in Tampa Bay. Now, that changes some things now, right? Because Tech goes at 9, whatever it was, and now there could be a run of receivers now, because everybody's kind of waiting on to see who's going to take what before a run happens. So they can take the kid from Boise State, Ashton Genty. That shakes some things up. So this Jacksonville is a quiet sleeper that can shift the way that this draft will go when it gets to that pick.
They're the wild card.
Yeah.
In the draft. Would you trade up or down in this draft?
No.
When you say up, do you mean like into the top 10?
Yeah.
No.
You either stay where you're at or you trade back.
Trade back.
Would you trade back? Would you?
No, I take that back. The only way on draft night, the gas mask photos come out of Abdul Carter, if they catch Travis Hunter in the bathroom, like doing a Ray Charles line or something like that, and he falls to like 10, 9, I pick up the phone. If one or two of those guys get to 9 or 10, I pick the phone up. Just
to see.
I picked the phone up for Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter. If they get that deep, if they get close enough to like touch the hem of your garment,
how high would you? How far?
You
would
gonna have to beat the Ravens.
How
you gonna have to beat the Steelers because they coming.
How far would they have to fall for you to pick the phone up?
9 or 10.
So that far?
Yeah. They get 9 or 10.
Eight. You got your hand on the phone.
8.
9.
8. We look at the board. I'm like,
hey, let me ask you this right here. Where does Philadelphia pick at?
32nd.
Because if them two guys fall that far, you can bet they're gonna make a run at him. You can bet they're gonna make a run.
That's a lot. They're gonna have to give up a lot.
Yeah, they may have to.
From 32nd all the way up there.
They may have to.
But at 12,
they ain't scared.
If Travis Hunter get to 12, get to 9,
what would you give up?
Whatever they wanted.
Really?
For Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, if they wanted this year's first, a third, and next year's first,
you would do it?
Switch.
Or
next year's first switch. If
to move up.
Who's higher?
Yeah.
Whoever higher.
For Travis Hunter, yeah. You put Travis Hunter opposite.
So the Saints have 9. Don't you think they need a wide receiver?
Oh, the Saints needs everything. Saints need everything.
They like us.
They wouldn't.
They need everything.
That picked if he got there.
So you'd have to get to 8.
That's Carolina.
What if they're both there?
Carolina ain't giving it up either.
I'm just saying, if anyone, you ask me who would I move into the top 10 for, those two players.
Yeah. Okay.
You
got anybody?
Those would be my only two I would move up.
Otherwise, you'd stay where you're at or go back.
I'd definitely go back.
Is this a draft where we think they might go back?
It's very possible.
Because they've done that a lot.
Go back and get who? What positions are you talking about going back and getting?
Okay, so let's run it down. Let's say the Cowboys get to, let's say no receivers have made a run yet. And let's say somebody at 20. Who's at 20, Chris?
Who's picking at 20?
Yeah.
Who's picking at 20?
Yes.
That would be Denver.
Oof.
That's too far though for me.
So if Denver,
I'm not going to 12 to 20. I'm sorry.
If Denver wanted 12, right? They wanted to move up to 12, and no receivers have come off the board yet, I 100% would move back to 20 because I'm gonna get one of the top 4 receivers. I'm gonna get either Tetaroa, Matthew Golden, Luther Burden, or Emeka Egbuka. You pair any one of them opposite of CeeDee Lamb, you got to win. And then now I'll probably pick up a second-round pick. So now I'll have 2 second-round picks. I can now go back in there and get a running back. Now I don't mind a running back in the second round. And then I can get a defensive tackle in the second round. I can get a corner in the second round. I can get an offensive lineman in the second round. I can get both. I can get 2 of those. I can get a running back and a defensive tackle in the second round because I'll have 2 second-round picks. So those type of situations, I'll move back for, because I think they're going receiver in the first round. I've been on record to say what you're feeling about showing up the offensive line. I've been on record saying that I would, if gun to my head, I would want to show up my offensive line.
There's no. I've been listening to the other guys' shows and you know, because normally I'd be like, no, they wrong. But I can't debate Jesse if he say he wants a wide receiver because God knows we need one. I can't debate whether we need a corner. God knows we need one. So it ain't about me debating. Mm-hmm. It's about you better sell your man.
Right.
If you think it's a wide receiver, sell your wide receiver. You know, I'm selling the offensive line because right now they're in a rebuilding mode. They 6-7 wins, maybe 5 next year. So you that tells me you need everything. Everything. If you don't come out of this draft with whether you move back or not, all we need is a prayer. They got to hit first, second, and third round. You got to hit. These guys got to be productive. Whoever you decide to get. That's just it.
All right, let's take our last break. By the way, did you say 5, 6, 7 wins. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, you can try to record me or whatever you want.
No. I'm just saying the over under. That's a good segue. Is 7.5. Kurt wants to know from us if we think they'll go over or under 7.5 wins when we come back.
Well, you get jumping on that osmosis, maybe we can get 13.
All right, this show just hard left. Ridiculous. See if anyone else thinks we can get to 13 through osmosis.
Says.
Or ask the 9, 10, 11, 12, ask the 13 when we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
Dallas Cowboys Game Day is brought to you by Captain Morgan, the official spiced rum of the NFL. The NFL season is where legends are born on and off the field. Some are last-second plays that turn the tide and change a team's destiny, while others are of friends who follow the captain to make a regular get-together into the stuff of legends. Visit followthecaptain.com. Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Hey, Cowboys fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Cowboys football games or to any other live event, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings, sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
This is Nate Newton from Hanging with the Boys, and Wingstop is here to bring the flavor to game day as the official wings of the Dallas Cowboys. Order now by downloading the Wingstop app or ordering online at wingstop.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys, the final segment brought to you each and every day by Jigsaw, the proud dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't know about the national media. We were just talking about in the break, Overshown getting the number 0 for the first time in Cowboys history. And I don't know about the national media, if this has even been a story, but no other team in the world than the Dallas Cowboys would it be this big of a deal for a guy that has seen the field as little. Look,
13 games.
Love Overshown. I think everybody on this show loves him. Jesse, you've had interactions with him. I've had interactions with him. Great human being, exciting ball player. The fan base loves him. But for a guy to play 13 games and be on the team, this is what, his third year?
This will be his third year coming up.
This will be his third year. For this to be this big of a deal, every single sports radio talk show in Dallas has talked about this for 3 days. What other place than the Dallas Cowboys is this even a story?
It's not.
Anywhere else, it's like
It's a non-story.
Here, oh, he changed his number in the offseason.
It's a non-story.
Oh, okay. Here, it's like it's been full segments on shows.
They had a PR. Cowboys had a PR rollout. They had a rollout
of them making the jerseys.
It's been
the last jersey made this year.
Nobody can sell a story like Jerry Jones.
Unbelievable.
In a ho-hum kind of low-profile offseason, Jerry's like, let me drum up some attention. Let me drum this thing up. Let me, I told you guys earlier in the year, merch was down last year. It's been that way for a long time. I heard from some people up there in the department. So what better way to get merch going again? Put out a whole campaign. They got posters. They got it's and DeMarvion, he's been on Get Up. What's the morning show with Kay Adams? Mm-hmm. He's been on NFL Live. He's run the gamut of sports shows to basically say that he's wearing number 0. It doesn't happen to him. Joe Milton got a new number. Joe Milton wears 10. He wears 19 no more. We didn't do a rollout for
that. Right. And it probably in total over the week probably got more total airplay than the Luka stuff. Now, the Luka stuff was all day yesterday just because he came back. But, like, if you add all the minutes spent on it up, it probably had that much coverage in DFW. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, so Kurt sent us a little note, and he had another write-in question. The odds came out on Dallas, or they've probably been out. Over/under right now of total wins is 7.5. Nate, you threw out the number 5, 6, 7. You were spot on. Do you think they will hit? Chris, you jump in on this too. Do you think they're going to hit 7.5 wins? Would you take the? Obviously, they can't get 7.5 wins. So, are they going to be over or under this year? I'm going to put them at 8 wins, and I would probably put them higher. But I think you might get swept by 2 out of the 3 teams in your division this year. So that's 4
With the healthy
losses.
Dak?
I think you could. I think the Eagles got your number on that defensive line. And then I think Washington's coming. They're coming fast. So, no pause. So that's 4 right out of the gate. So then you've got another 9. So you've got to make up.
Chris, you got that pulled up? The people we're playing.
I bet he can get it real quick.
Yeah, so that way you don't have to sit up and guess the whoopings you're gonna get this year.
Oh, what my number is?
No, he's just saying the schedule.
The schedule, you got the schedule.
I can bring it to you. Here, give me a second.
Yeah.
I mean, brother, you gotta.
Where you at?
It's a full rebuild, man. The Cowboys haven't been in this position since when, Jess? A full rebuild. This is whether they ever see it or not.
What do you? Oh no,
it's a full rebuild.
There we go.
Giants, Eagles, we already know. Commanders. You got Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Vikings, Cardinals. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
that's at home.
You got the Bears, you got the Broncos, you got the Lions, you got the Raiders. The Raiders could be a win. The Jets could be a win. The Panthers could be a win.
Broncos could be a win. The Bears could be a win.
And the Giants. And that may be a split. So you got 1, 2, 3.
It's going to be close.
4.
That's going to be close. I think 8 wins. 8 wins, and I think that's probably being generous.
Chargers getting better. Vikings are good.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they don't have Brother Donald in there, they are good.
That home schedule's rough.
Commanders are good.
Giants, Eagles, Commanders, Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Vikings, Cardinals.
And the Cardinals quarterback coming in here, he's going to be on the run because he's going to be like, man, I'm going to show them what I used to be like at Allen.
Mm-hmm. I've been on this field. I've been on this field.
Yeah.
Where are you at on that, Jess?
7.5, man.
That's tough, isn't it?
It's sticking with the quarter.
And y'all telling me that this man won't have a short leash? You win less than 7.5 games? That's crazy. I think a healthy Dak. I think a healthy Dak gives you a chance, not for like serious playoff contention and like Super Bowl run, but it gives you a chance every week. If he can stay healthy, Dak is staying healthy throughout the whole year, and he's not missing any games. I'll say 9 today. Now, this will change.
That is so optimistic. I was not expecting that.
This will change. Training camp, when I get a chance to see it, as it's starting to come together, it'll change. It'll either go higher or lower.
Mm-hmm.
But I just – because how many games they win this year? 7? Yeah, you won 7 and Dak missed majority of the season. He got to be worth 2 more games, right?
Yeah, but a lot of players have left. Even the depth have left.
You're not the same.
Yeah,
the same team. You're not playing with the same.
Coaches have changed.
That's so tough.
It's a lot going into this year. Coaches have changed, starting with your head coach.
I'm gonna say today.
Defense has changed.
Today you'll say 9.
Today I'll say 9.
We'll revisit in a few weeks. Are you guys getting, or a few months? Are you guys getting worried at all about the Micah deal? Is it? Think it'll get done?
Yeah,
it'll get done
before camp.
Yeah,
like when you say,
are we going to have another situation?
I'll say before the season.
He's not going to hold out.
I'll say before the season.
Why you say he's not going to hold out, Chris? I have it on good sources that he will not hold out.
I just don't think he's going to. He said that. He says he doesn't want to miss stuff like that.
Micah says a lot of things.
I understand that, but the thing is, the one thing that Micah does like is money. And
he's getting that regardless. He's going to get the money.
Well, yeah, I know, but if you hold out, you do have to give some of it back.
No, you know that's not true, Chris. You know they worked that out, and when it ended that contract, it's like, oh yeah, it was that $600,000 that he's supposed to be lost in training camp. It's all of a sudden $42 million, whatever it is, $600,000. They worked that out.
If you go work out one time in the off season, you get this bonus, right?
Yeah, like they'll work that out. That's always.
You know, and unlike me and Jess, the only one think this way, okay? Because most people think this way. Okay, he gonna make $30 million a year, so $600,000. Well, I mean, being you, Jess, and maybe you, brother, I mean, that's a lot to us.
A whole lot to me. A whole lot.
But that's how.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, if before the season, I think yes. Before training camp.
While he's thinking about that, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Is it anybody that we can draft where you can see that player saying, this guy here in a year, boy, he's going to be that man? Anybody that we can draft, Jesse?
Yeah.
That wide receiver you're talking about?
Okay. So the wide receivers, to me, there isn't a wide receiver that we can draft that's going to make me say he's better than CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
Did we think
not one?
Did we think CD would be CD when he came out?
I did.
Because there was hype around Dez that Dez was going to be Dez, right? But was CD or was CD? I don't remember when we
people were
drafted
shocked that he even got that. Like he shouldn't have got to the Cowboys. Was it 17?
Yes, sir. Because we were trying to get defensive. We were trying to get edge rushers.
He shouldn't have got to 17.
We were trying to get edge rushers, man.
Like as he was like, as the draft was playing out, you start looking, you're like, wait, ain't nobody take him yet? And you start seeing how like the teams and how it was lining up. You was like, oh, he might make it.
Yeah.
He might make it to. And then it got close. He's like, oh, it's a steal. Like everybody knew, you rushed the card up and grabbed.
Did you know he was going to be? Did you think he was going to be what he turned into?
I thought early on that he needed to polish up some of his games, but I thought he had
potential.
To play.
Be that guy.
Yeah.
Are any of these receivers in this draft, like he said, could be the man, like a CD type college?
Or is it any player? See that's my thing. If Genty, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Mm-hmm. If he's that guy, and Chris, man, do a little research for me. You can tell me off air. Is he that gangster? Now, I saw what he did in the playoffs. For him just to get back to the offensive line was miracles. I mean, the way he was moving his feet, the way he was making people miss, and to still rush for 100 yards.
Yeah.
To me, that was amazing. That was amazing.
I think Genty has to go to the right program. Like, he has to go to the right team that's going to really support him being the guy.
Yeah.
And put everything around him to be the guy. Because running back, it's tough, man. Like Saquon was good in New York, but he had a lot of things that he had to overcome, whether it be injuries, offensive line.
Are you that good so that next year you be like, okay, if we get an offensive line, this Genty kid or this receiver kid or this linebacker, boy, if we just get somebody in front of him.
I mean, the two names that I mentioned earlier, the two names that I'm almost positive that
Abdul
and Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive
yeah.
When we're gonna look up next season, it's gonna be a 2-horse race for rookie of the year.
Yeah,
it's gonna be those two dudes.
Travis Hunter is a defensive back.
Yeah. I think he starts there. I think that should be his primary position.
And then you have some packages.
Because he's a natural corner.
Yeah,
he's very natural.
His body movement is so amazing. Like it's so amazing. But if he's gonna play both ways, you can be a full-time corner and a part-time receiver. You can't be a full-time receiver and a part-time corner. And it's a very
thin line.
It's a very thin line because here's the risk that you run, and not to wish this on this young man, but to have a dude playing like he did in college. You lose him for any amount of time due to injury, you don't lose one player.
2 positions.
You lose 2 starters. And that's the difference. You lose 2, you have to replace 2 starters. So that's why I'm like, full-time corner, moonlight receiver. It's tough to do the other way around because if you're full-time receiver, you can't really moonlight corner. Like, you come in and out, but I need you out there now. I need you. Like, I need the corner to be out there. Like, I need my left tackle to be out there. You can't get tired. See, receiver tap out. I run 2-3 goals. Yo, hey, I'm tapping out. Left tackles don't tap out unless they hurt.
I think he's different though. I mean, he did all that, and he played for Colorado. I mean, that's
High
light
altitude
air
and
up there,
but
he was going both ways.
You know what? I'm with Jesse. You got to slowly, because he did not play the talent that he's going to face in the NFL. And Deion is so confident this kid can do it too, Chris. But no. This is grown men.
There's a couple of teams that are going to draft him as just a wide receiver.
Yeah, that focuses on you.
Yeah, that's all they want.
And so my thing is, Prime, tell him to do it like you did it. Full-time corner like Jesse's talking about. And moonlight at the wide receiver position, get you some punt returns, do something special like Darryl Green did, special teams and full-time corner, because when you become a wide receiver and you are filling into a scheme, and if you legit the second guy, they got plays schemed up for you. And when they need you the most, you can't be like you can't tap out. When they need you the most.
Yeah. All right, well, we're tapping out. Time's up. Good stuff, fellas. Next week, we will see you. I don't think I'm going to be here next week.
This dude going to explain that it's me, D9 win when we get off this air.
Me?
Yeah, you are.
Right,
yeah.
Well. I think Dak good for at least 2 more. I just do.
That's good logic.
I think he's good for 2
That's
more.
good logic.
And so Vegas, and and I just want to say congratulations to Derek Eagleton from the Hanging with the Boys podcast. New senior guy. We just want to thank you. We hope you
senior citizen.
You say he's a senior. He moved up to a senior, right?
Y'all think Derek dyed his hair? Cause he's older than me, and I got way more grades than him.
He might,
but he ain't had the worries you had, Jess. I mean, you.
That's right.
You've had some worries, bro.
Derek woke up on third base, huh?
Yeah.
I'm playing.
All right, fellas.
Stay in your box.
Yeah, stay in my box.
There you go.
Sorry.
Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Jazz and Josh, thanks for keeping Chris company. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Hanging with the boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!